seems to be quite different to the rest of the world.
Jeff Knox is proud of his gun collection. He keeps many more in a secret location. Some of his firearms have been in the family for years. In the 70s, his father was one of the hardliners of the NRA, the biggest gun lobby. For Jeff, the recent Supreme Court decision is a victory, as it overturns the ban on guns that had been in place in the U.S. capital, Washington, a few kilometers away from where he lives. The highest court in the country said it was against the Constitution for the city of Washington to ban handguns. Beyond the legal debate, Jeff says it's a matter of allowing the people to protect themselves.
Disarming law-abiding citizens isn't going to reduce crime. It never has, it never will. The reality is that in Washington, D.C., for the last 30 years, the only people who have had guns are police officers and criminals.
The legal implications of the Supreme Court decision remain limited for now and only apply to the Capitol. But other gun control laws in cities like Chicago could also soon be under threat. In the streets of Washington, many are already worried that many guns will end up in the wrong hands. Elitcha calls himself a street soldier. Every day, he tries to prevent violence by diffusing the many potential conflicts between the youth. For him, more guns is bad news and sends the wrong message. He also thinks it's contrary to all the efforts made by city officials to curb violence.
Because most of the chief of police is like cracking down on everything. They having hands on deck, trying to find guns. They even got police cars that's riding around now that could detect a gun in somebody's car now. So that's crazy also. So I really think they are getting the guns off the streets, but now they're about to put more guns in the streets.
20-year-old Maurice Benton is also a gun expert, but of another kind. 2 years ago, he was at a party when a fight broke out. A stray bullet ended up in his stomach. For the rest of his life, he will have to swallow pills every few hours to avoid an infection following his bowel transplant. But despite the pain, Maurice says he's glad he did not have a gun that night, and he does not seek retaliation either.
You don't want to be mad all the time, because that's just going to lead to stress. You gotta go on with your life. You just gotta let life go.
In a few months, Maurice will be off to college. He dreams of going into politics to do something to limit gun violence.